Welcome back to Livie's Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel, and I'm your host, Fam the Fabulous. For more ideas, inspiration, swaps, and challenges, click the link in the description below to join our craft community, the Maker Exchange, on Facebook. Welcome back, all my artists, creatives, crafters, and makers. Welcome back to the Lovely Lab. All right, so last week, I, along with a few other brilliant creatives here on YouTube, presented a collaboration called Shades of Love. And in that collaboration, we all created different journaling elements featuring or highlighting people that we felt embodied love. And so this was what I created, which is a journal cover featuring my parents. They were newlyweds. They had to be at least, this is shortly after I was born. So they got married. My mom was 20. I was born a year later. And the home that they were in front of in this picture, they moved out of while I was still a baby. So they were still newlyweds in this picture. But nevertheless, I enjoyed making this so much that I figured, let me continue on in the month of February, highlighting people that I feel show, encompass, embody, and honor love. And so the next journal element that I'm going to create for my journal, and this, I obviously created this for myself, although I could have very easily created one for my siblings, but I didn't. Okay. And so moving on, the next thing that I'm going to create is a couple of journaling cards for this journal. And well, journaling card and a journaling tag. And this is of my aunt, and this is my mother's sister. So let's see, I don't know if you can see much of a resemblance. Probably the forehead. Let me pull this photo out of here. But these two are siblings. My mother is, I think, 4 years older than my aunt. When my mom passed away at the age of 34, my aunt and my uncle had 6 daughters. And so prior to that, me being the same age as her second daughter, I spent a lot of time with my aunt. And my aunt was, and still is, one of my favorite humans of all time. I think in the order, obviously my mother, my father. But aside from them goes my children and my aunt. I know it's so partial. It's so partial. But nevertheless, my aunt is a very spiritual woman. And I won't say religious. I say spiritual because before I knew much about God, I knew about connecting to a higher power. And that's through her. My aunt is the first person to teach me and give me an in-depth understanding of who Christ was. So she actually led me to Christ. And it was because of her that I got baptized at the age of 13, received my very first Bible at the age of 13, and already had a foundation laid in my spiritual walk and following of Christ at such a young age. And I would say that my relationship with her, I would say 90% of it has been tremendous and amazing. The 10% was during them late teens, early 20s when you think you have it going on. And so, let me back it up. So my aunt, when my mom passed away, my aunt and my uncle had 6 daughters. And my aunt opened her door to me, my sister, my brother. At that time, my mom and my dad weren't together. So they were, they were filing for divorce. So I was 14 at the time. And so I stayed with my aunt for a while until my dad came and scooped me up and brought me in with him. But I will say that my time with my aunt has always been treasured. To this day, she is my best friend. She has loved me unconditionally and has never judged me. She is the epitome of what agape love is all about. My aunt will pick up a stranger off the street, minister to their heart, feed them, clothe them, whatever she can do. Now, I'm not saying that she's, a saint, but she's about as close to one as I've ever physically come in contact with. She has the faith like none other. So I'm not going to go on and on about her, but I am going to move on to this next photograph, which I'm going to make a journal card out of, which is during the pandemic. She was scheduled to get married, and her wedding would have been August of last year, or September of this year, of last year, 2020. But because of the pandemic, they went on ahead and exchanged files, and wanted and planned to celebrate this year with an actual reception, Lord willing. So this is a little reminder for me, and a little, little sentimental trinket that I'll put into my Shades of Love journal here, to remind me in years to come of what this was all about. And I cannot wait till I make it home to celebrate with these two. And so, because she deserves it, she definitely deserves all the love that she can receive. All right. So, anyways, enough of me rambling on about this beautiful woman here. And I'm sure you all have someone close to you in your life that has helped you become the woman that you are. And if so, go ahead and drop down in the comments and let me know who is as close to the agape love as my Aunt Ellen is to me. Who is close to you as she is to me. All right. And so I'm going to get started on these cards. I'm going to put this to music because, frankly, my kid is he's in his room gaming with the door closed so that I can get the intro out. And then once I pause, you guys, I'll go back in there and open up his door so he can be free to scream, hoop, and holler like any respectable gamer does. Okay. So anyways, stay tuned. All right, so here is the finished pieces of the journal tags that I started on for the Shades of Love collab video series anyways. I had to take a day or so off, well, medical issues, nevertheless. So here is what we ended up with, and as you saw, I used scraps that I had on my desk to back the card with and to create some visual interest around the photos. And so that's what we have, and I put a little stitching around the edge and backed it with some scraps. So that's that one. And then this one, I had this photo that I showed you in the beginning, which was very similar to the one that I had of my parents. And I went on ahead and finished that one up too. So that can go in my journal. And I just used a bunch of scraps and some washi and ledger paper. And then the third one, and this is gonna, hopefully it'll flatten out in the journal, but this is the actual photo save the date that I received in the mail. And I originally, in the video, you might have saw me using this, but I had to take it off. It was a bit much. It was really a bit much. So I just used some lace. And for the tag, this is some faux leather that I picked up from Dollar Tree a while back, and some music paper, and it's backed by the gold and white polka dot scrapbook paper. And then I just added a little sticker there and stitched around it all haphazardly, because why? They got married, you know, they actually exchanged vows in the height of the pandemic. And so I said to myself, no better way than to display the crazy mint right here on this tag. And so the back of this, you see a little bit of the crazy there, and on top it's stamped with love and a little heart right there. So anyways, that is what I'll be adding to the journal that I created for myself. And I hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and until I'm back here again on YouTube, guys, stay encouraged, stay blessed, stay creative and crafting. Bye for now. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe to join the crafty community, and be sure to click the bell for notifications of new uploads. Thank you so much for watching. Now stay tuned for more from Livie's Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel. Bye for now.